Hey everyone, welcome to Over Under Daily with TonyToni, the podcast where we break down the betting lines, analyze the spreads, and find the best plays on the board. We're tracking the trends and giving you the edge. We have NBA playoff hoops this Sunday, so let's get it started. Our first game sees the Cavaliers up against the Heat at Kaseya Center. The Cavs enter as 6.5-point favorites, looking to take a commanding 3-0 series lead. The Heat managed to make things interesting in the last game, surviving a Cavalanche and making it in a one-possession game late in the fourth. However, Donovan Mitchell came in clutch, scoring 17 of his 30 points in the final period to fend off the Heat. Tyler Hero dropped a game-high 33, and he'll definitely look to put up the same number to keep Miami in this series. The total stands at 215 points. Up next, we have Game 4 between the Thunder and the Grizzlies at FedEx Forum. OKC enters as 14-point favorites as they look to finish off Memphis in 4 games. In Game 3, the Grizzlies came out firing on all cylinders in the first half, jumping out to a 29-point lead before halftime. However, Ja Morant took a nasty fall and had to exit the game in the second quarter. OKC then stormed back in the second half to complete the largest halftime comeback in playoffs history. If Memphis won't have their star point guard for this one, they'll need to rely on their bench even more to generate points. The total is set at 224 points. Our third game of the day is Clippers versus the Nuggets in Intuit Dome. The home team enters as 5.5-point favorites in Game 4 of this competitive series. The Nuggets didn't have anything going for them offensively outside of the Joker and Jamal Murray last game. The Clippers also exploited Denver's porous defense and saw Powell, Leonard, and Harden combine for 61 points. Ty Lue's squad is in good position to take a 3-1 lead here if they maintain their two-way dominance. The point total is set at 224. Our final game of the day is Game 3 of the Rockets versus Warriors at Chase Center, San Francisco. The Dubs enter as 3.5-point favorites in this one. In Game 2, things fell apart for Golden State after Jimmy Butler took a scary fall near the end of the first quarter. Without his presence, the Warriors had trouble generating offense as the game went on, and Jalen Green went off for 38 points. Butler's definitely a difference maker in this series, but the Warriors will need to find ways to win as he recovers from his injury and is likely to be out for the next 2 games. The point total is set at 202.5, suggesting the Rockets defense will carry over even in this change of scenery. All right, now we move on to the line of the day, the best value pick flying under the radar. Today, we're looking at individual player matchup. I have the Pacers' Miles Turner covering the spread versus the Bucks' Kyle Kuzma for 3-point field goals, minus 0.5. Kuz has been horrible in this series so far. He hasn't made a field goal yet and even dropped the Tony Snell special in Game 1. Turner, on the other hand, is 5 for 9 in the series so far, and he's bound to find more opportunities beyond the arc, with Haley dishing the ball. If one bet isn't enough, let's build something bigger with our parlay of the day. A high-risk, high-reward play. When everything falls into place, the payout just seems different. We have a rare 4 playoff games today, so let's do a 4-leg parlay. My first pick is Cleveland covering the spread at 6. Miami made things interesting in the last one, but trust coach Kenny Atkinson to make adjustments to keep his Cavs team in control. Next, I have OKC covering the spread at 14 as the Grizzlies look completely lost out there when Ja went down in the last game. Reports say Memphis' star guard suffered a left hip contusion, so expect him to be silent for this one. For my third pick, I actually have the Rockets covering the spread versus Golden State, plus 3.5. We saw how much the Warriors struggled in Game 2 after Jimmy went down, and I honestly have a hard time seeing them win without him. Finally, I have the over for Tyler Hero's 3-point field goal makes 2.5. He's been the Heat's most reliable scorer, and that doesn't seem to be changing, especially as the series moves to Miami. All right, that's a wrap. Stay tuned in the coming days as we give you the picks for this exciting NBA postseason. Stay sharp, bet smart, and we'll be back tomorrow with more locks, leans, and heat dito, sama-sama sa arena. See you next time.